Bones and All, featuring Timothée Chalamet, ending explained. Hey guys, today we're going to explain the ending of Bones and All, featuring Timothée Chalamet. Let's get right into it. Luca Guadagnino's cannibalistic love story Bones and All has a heartbreaking and gut-wrenching ending. The cannibal couple at the center of the story are played by Academy Award nominee Timothée Chalamet and rising star Taylor Russell. Maren sets out to find her mother, whom she hasn't seen since she was a baby, after her father abandons her due to her monster-like urges. Maren quickly realizes that she is not alone on her journey and that there are other eaters all around her from whom she can learn. This includes Sully, played by Mark Rylance, and Lee, with whom she forms a bond. Guadagnino is no stranger to unconventional romance and unsettling drama, having directed Call Me By Your Name and the 2018 Suspiria remake. Though a cannibal love story is a strange and intriguing premise in and of itself, Bones and All delivers on this somewhat novel idea by the end of the story. With that in mind, here's a breakdown of what happens at the end of Guadagnino's Bones and All. The all-star cast of Bones and All creates a gripping, heartbreaking, and terrifying film. Lee and Maren have finally found happiness and settled down when Sully, a menacing and strange cannibal Maren met years ago, returns. Sully enters their apartment and threatens her because he is jealous and angry that she has left. Lee returns home and protects Maren, but he is stabbed in the lung as a result. He begs Maren to eat him while she weeps, but she initially refuses. Does Maren now eat Lee? Maren initially refuses Lee's offer to consume him, but after a passionate kiss, she reconsiders. Though not as graphically depicted as other feedings in Bones and All or other cannibal films, it is safe to assume that she does eat him. Before the film cuts to an empty apartment, she begins licking his blood, implying that Maren ate Lee before cleaning it up and leaving. So, how does the movie Bones and All compare to the book? Bones and All is based on Camille de Angelis' 2015 novel of the same name. While the general plot of the book and film are similar, there are a few significant differences. To begin, in the novel, it is Maren's mother who leaves, and she goes in search of her father, which is essentially the opposite of what happens in the film. In the novel, Maren feels compelled to eat those who show her affection. This is not stated explicitly in the film. In the book, Maren eats people whole, bones and all, but in the film, she only eats bits and pieces. In the Luca Guadagnino film, Lee and Maren meet Jake, played by Michael Stuhlbarg, who is also known for Best Picture winner The Shape of Water and Call Me By Your Name. He is another eater who tells them for the first time that eaters reach their full form when they consume an entire person, bones and all, as depicted in the film. As with many book-to-film adaptations, the film glosses over many details that could be better explained through written exposition. Maren and Lee form a very special bond throughout Bones and All's cannibal love story. If Maren and the other eaters in the film are attracted to people who show them affection when it comes to who they want to eat, Lee would be Maren's ideal meal. While Lee's request is unusual, the two have grown close and are deeply in love while living together. Lee may have known how much eating on him would satisfy her, and knowing he was already dying meant she could. So, why does Lee want Maren to eat him? Maren is very uncomfortable with killing innocent people for a meal throughout Bones and All. She'd rather find an immoral person than someone who is already dead. Lee usually did the dirty work when the pair had to eat. Lee, knowing how she felt about violence, may have chosen to have Maren eat him so she wouldn't have to kill anyone for this next meal. So, what's the real meaning of Bones and All's ending? Maren and Lee are madly in love, and Lee's final request is an attempt to be as close to her as possible. Despite their occasional arguments and separations, the two share a unique and beautiful bond throughout the film. The intimate scenes in the film demonstrate how much the two adore each other. It appears that the couple loves each other so much that they want to become one with each other, similar to the love story in Luca Guadagnino's other Oscar-nominated film Call Me By Your Name. Lee's ultimate sacrifice allows them to do just that. Despite its unconventional nature, Bones and All is a classic story about teenagers trying to find themselves while yearning to be normal. All the two lovers want is to be normal, and they despise their own obsessions. When Lee and Maren decide to get jobs and settle down for a while, it's clear that all they want is to be normal and together. "Let's be people," says Maren. "Let's pretend we're them for a while." The final scenes of the film show Maren and Lee hugging in a field, a genuine moment reminiscent of a normal couple that Maren can hold on to as she continues her journey alone. Bones and All really captured the whole essence of the movie. Eating someone bones and all is described as a rite of passage from an eater in the Bones and All scene, which takes place by the river in Missouri. This clearly has symbolic significance and is the title of both the book and the film. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.